Welcome back. You're watching Morning Live. Thank you for staying with us. Are you in Cape Town and are you renovating, restoring, building, or even decorating a home? If you are, this weekend is for you, as the Decorex 2016 started its 4-day run on Friday. The exhibition is taking place at the Cape Town International Convention Centre, where all things to make your dream home beautiful will be showcased. Kathy O'Cleary is part of Decorex SA, and she joins us from our Sea Point studios. Kathy, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Sam. Thank you.
One of the things to do every year is Decorex, and every year it amazes attendees. You always find new innovative stuff that's trending worldwide. You bring it to the local market. What do you think has been one of the pinnacles of Decorex's success over the last couple of years?
Well, I think it's a show that really talks to people who really want to improve their homes. It really covers everything from kitchens through to decor, through to really things that people need to deal with in their homes, like home security and so on. And there's a fantastic craft at the show as well. And an exhibition that I've put forward called Picture Africa, which is looking at photography and textiles within the African continent.
You've also managed over the years to move it away from what we've seen traditionally as a focus maybe related to only women. There are men that are interested in new things to do. You somehow found a perfect balance in attracting both ends of the market. Why do you think there's such an interest from homeowners to self-improve, to do that DIY?
Well, I think we've seen the end of the era where people usually use decorators. I think with the internet, with magazines, people feel much more empowered to make their own decisions on how they're going to decorate their home. And I think men are particularly interested these days. It's not just the female domain anymore. But I think also Decorex does cover those things that guys are interested in, like man pads and garage stuff and whatever. But building tools, all those things are there as well.
I like the idea of a man pad. This year's exhibition is themed Take It Home and Make It Home. What inspired the theme this year?
I think it's that sense of people feeling empowered to help themselves. I think most people now know what they want in their home, and I think also homes are getting a bit smaller and places like Johannesburg and Midrand, and there's just huge expanse in property development. So it's a huge growth area, and I think people really want to create their own homes, and that's very much what the show is about. So making your own home and taking stuff home and ideas home from Decorex to achieve that.
One of the things you mentioned earlier is that with access to technology and information, you're dealing with a smarter buyer. Somebody who, as you've mentioned, is more keen to be the interior designer or decorator than hire somebody in to do it. Does that put pressure on the Decorex team to come up with new innovative things to speak to that audience? Because what you want is, you don't want somebody attending to go, I've seen that.
Absolutely, and we have several exhibitions that just features that encourage that. So we have done a big trend stand called the Considered Home, and that really looks at how decor has got a bit more eclectic, that people are not buying 3s and 5s of things, but they're actually buying 1 or 2 special things, artisan things, very special items as opposed to mass market. I think there's more emphasis on artisanal products right across the board. And in the Considered Home, we've done a very, very sleek black kitchen. I think black kitchens are coming in as a big trend. And it looks more like a piece of furniture in the home than a fitted kitchen. And that has received a huge amount of attention at the show.
Talking about markets as well, Kathy, how much more South African and African exhibitors are we seeing this year as opposed to maybe a couple of years ago? I do get the sense that South Africa understands its power, that we have some of the best interior designers and creators on the planet. In the past, it might not have been showcased that much, but I do feel that over the last couple of years, Decorex has really gone out of its way to showcase local is lekker.
Very much so. I mean, that's what my exhibition about Picture Africa is about. It's about design right through Africa. I'm focusing this time on textiles. And alongside Decorex in Johannesburg in August, we run 100% Design South Africa. And we're seeing, for both shows, a lot of African buyers coming to South Africa, because South Africa is very much the go-to place for really good quality interior decorating and really good quality furniture making and design. And our interior designers, architects, product developers and manufacturers are all shipping stuff right up through Africa, right up to as far as Ghana and Angola and Kenya. So it's really a fantastic industry that really is exporting and exporting ideas as well right through the continent.
Kathy, thank you very much for joining us from our Cape Town studios, talking to us about the Decorex exhibition that's currently on at the CTICC. It is really an amazing event. If you haven't been to Decorex Expo, it gives you a whole bunch of ideas just to kind of maybe look at a corner a little bit differently, add something, take something away. And as you mentioned, one of the big things are black kitchens. Have you ever thought of a black kitchen? Well, go and see what it looks like at Decorex 2060. We take an ad break. Don't go anywhere.